The battles are starting to get complicated in each universe. While some of the warriors are inside the palace of the High Priestess Sakai, other warriors are having hard fights after the llama was released and opened the portal of the dragons and demons of their kingdoms. Earth. Kurlin, Yamcha, and Tien were about to be eliminated by the rain demon dragon Shaki, until the moment the Saiyan with stronger potential arrives. Broly says, "You're causing serious problems here on the planet of Goku's friends. I suggest you get back to where you came from if you don't want to be killed." Shaki starts to laugh and says, "Who do you think you are, mortal? Do you know who you're talking to? I am part of Zalama's elite dragons, the great creator of the super dragon spheres. Know that within the realm of demons there are several extremely powerful beings. As the dragons become more powerful, they manage to raise their race within the rankings of dragons until the strongest is noticed by Zalama. That's how I..." Just as Shaki was about to finish speaking, a big fist is thrown at his face. Shaki receives an extremely fast punch from Broly in his face form, causing his body to be thrown away. "I don't care about this kingdom of dragons. I've been tasked with protecting the earth, and you're being a threat to it. So get the hell out of here before I lose my temper." Shaki gets up in disbelief and says, "What is this? I didn't expect this attack. This guy, you seemed so cool, but now I can see that inside you there is a monstrous strength." "You even look like that guy." Who is Shaki talking about? "Broly's your name, isn't it? Perfect then. I declare you worthy of knowing the true strength of Shaki, the Rain Dragon Demon." Clouds begin to gather and lightning begins to appear from the sky towards Broly. Broly easily dodges and says, "It seems that the name of Rain Dragon Demon is not for nothing. This guy can do the manipulation of the weather." Shaki says, "Weather manipulation, you say? You don't know anything. Shaki's ruled the Rain Dragon Demon, strength of the Lightning God, Ragnarok!" The moment Shaki activates his secret technique, a gigantic dragon god of rage appears in the sky, and with a rage in the shape of a hammer, points the hammer at the ground where the Z warriors are. Broly says, "What is that? If he uses this attack, I would be able to escape, but everyone else would die. Damn it." Shaki says, "Finally, your time has come. Face this! Now die! Ragnarok!" The god of lightning hits the ground and a big bang of explosion occurs. All the warriors notice the explosion that had occurred. Goten and Trunks fighting Ryzen speak. "What was that? What monstrous energy is this?" Ryzen says, "It looks like Shaki's Ragnarok has been activated. As soon as I finish with you, I will join him and destroy you all." Frieza, while fighting Black Cooler, says, "It means your little friends are destroying everything around here, isn't it, Cooler?" "If I were you, I'd pay more attention to this fight. Ow! Otherwise, you might end up dying for nothing." Cooler launches a large blast of energy at Frieza. Going back, we find Krillin and the others. A large smoke appears after Shaki's attack is launched. Shaki just sees smoke being released. "You annoying worm! Did you think you could defeat the Big Taki? The gods are on my side. You could never do anything. Now you and your friends are all dead." At that moment, when the smoke dissipates, Shaki got scared and says, "It's not possible. Someone like you." At that moment, Broly, with his clothes all torn apart and his body all wet from having been receiving rainwater, he has created a barrier with his ki to protect Curly and the others while he received a full attack from Shaki. Broly says, "Damn it, that hurt." Desperate Shaki speaks, "Impossible. This guy is no ordinary mortal. He managed to withstand an elemental attack from a god. An angry Broly says, "You again tried to kill my friends without hesitation. Now you will not be forgiven." Broly begins to raise his ki and transform into the Super Saiyan, making the entire location shudder. Broly walks forward and says, "Let's get this over with." Hey, how's it going? Sorry to break the climax to you, but just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Let's go back to the point without further ado. Yay! Broly advances directly towards Chucky, dodging all the lightning attacks that were launched. Broly begins to reflect as he laces up. It seems that my training on the planet of Mr. Beerus and soon after with the Daishinka made me become a much calmer and more peaceful being. Flashback. Broly was fighting Goku and Vegeta on planet Beerus. Goku says, "Let Broly show his full potential." Vegeta says, "Come on, even I need a power since the time you fought us on Earth." If I used that power, I could end up killing you. I would never use that energy and lose my control. Broly increases his power more and more and starts to attack Goku and Vegeta insanely. Beerus appears and says, "Enough of that. Broly, I need to make you control your powers. After all, I promised that to Shalai." Beerus blushes whenever he mentions Shalai. Beerus keeps talking. "You have extremely high powers. Perhaps you could even be eligible for a god of destruction. You must control it. I confess that your power is totally a different essence. You in your normal state are peaceful like the ultra instinct of angels. But when you lose control, you are practically a carnage machine worse than a god of destruction. You will have to undergo training to control this. Goku and Vegeta, that Broly trained directly with me." Whis watches and says, "It looks like Mr. Beerus is wanting to do this to help Broly." But the real reason we know is to make Shalai happy. Shalai looks and says, "Broly will get more and more powerful." Broly goes through days of training until Beerus says, "Broly, are you ready? Now you can control the god powers. But get this, in many moments the fury can be an advantage in battle for a Saiyan. I highly doubt that your berserker form is your last stage, so always look for more power." Broly smiles. Back to current times. Broly advances towards Chucky. Chucky says, "This bastard is getting closer to me. There's no way. Receive my most powerful attack again! Ragnarok!" Broly keeps advancing and says, "This guy's going to do that devastating blow again. I've always learned to control my anger so I don't hurt people. I always wanted to control my anger so I don't hurt anyone. But this guy is different. He's a villain, a bad guy who needs to be destroyed. Unlike other times, I don't want to use my strength to cause a big catastrophe. But I want to use my fists to bring justice." Chucky attacks with Ragnarok and says, "Goodbye, Broly!" Broly activates his berserker form and angrily speaks. Hakai! A Hakai destruction energy comes out of Broly's hand, and the Ragnarok and Chucky, when crushing with Broly's energy, is totally swallowed. Chucky says, "Impossible! What did you do to my blow?" Broly advances and is face to face with Chucky and launches a great blast of Hakai energy from his mouth that completely disintegrates Chucky. At that moment, the rain passes by and the beautiful sun begins to shine. Broly deactivates his berserker form and says, "This guy was strong, but he got into a fight with the wrong person." After saying that, Chucky's head falls from the sky. Chucky says, "You had to destroy my head, you imbecile. You felt sorry for me. You should call yourself a son of God for possessing that strength and being able to stop my reign. Your name is Broly. Broly, I will never forget." When Chucky is about to finish his sentence, Krillin throws a big ki blast at his head, destroying him completely. Krillin says, "Sorry, Broly. I couldn't let him finish talking. This is war after all." Broly responds with a smile. let's get out of here. Back to the battle of Goten and Trunks. Ryzen realizes that Shaki had been destroyed and gets even angrier. Why? Trunks looks at Goten and says, "Hey Goten, now that he's really mad, it's our time. It's the last time we're going to use that technique, okay?" Goten smiles and says, "All in, Trunks. Fusion! Ha!" Ryzen speaks. "What is that now?" Big smoke rises and the combined voice of Goten and Trunks speaks. "I am not Goten or Trunks. I am Gotenks. I am the warrior who will send you to hell." To be continued. So hey there, my partner, what do you think is going to happen next? So regardless of what it is more than important that you already expose it here in your comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.